Hello, friends. I am John, and I am the 3D 80s kid. Hello, friends. Welcome back. I'm going to try something new today.
That could be dangerous, Jimmy.
I have put together a 20 card order for my next grading with SGC, and I'm going to try something different this time with a grading contest.
I do want to win this contest.
But before I get to that, I just wanted to give a big congratulations to the newest members of the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. We got Picker Jim, who on my last video I had a great interview with. I recommend you watch that if you haven't seen it already.
Shamelessly plug yourself.
Also to Lou Rock TV, who he put out a video today talking about his display case from Amazon and giving it a great review. And it turns out that the one he bought is the exact one that has been in every single one of my videos. And I would highly recommend it as well. It's been up on my wall for close to a year now and works great. I am pondering the fact that once I get these cards back, I'm going to have too many tuxedos for my wall.
I like the sound of that.
And I'm thinking about buying 2 more to go along here and moving these shelving pieces up high above them. So that remains to be seen once I figure out what I'm doing. But
Can't wait to see it.
additionally, we had Brad8671. Not quite as familiar with him since I'm not big on the football collection. But then we also had James Elite Hunters. Awesome guy, awesome channel there. And the last of the 5 new members, Scott, Reindeer Studios. Just so happens I have booked him for my next interview, so that's going to be fun.
In this world of relentless self-promotion.
But back to what I am here today for. I am going to be revealing the 20 cards I will be sending to SGC. For the first 15 I will show you. I will go through those rather quickly and give you my guesses on the grades, and then I'm going to be trying something completely new where the last 5 I am going to switch over to the light box. If you haven't heard of that, that's my wife is a big time scrapbooker, so she has what is a light box where she can take good pictures of 12 by 12 scrapbooking pages for posting on what she was doing of blogging that for quite a few years. So I will be hand modeling those and
The world's greatest hand model.
giving you greater detail, because the challenge I'm going to give you is to beat me in guessing the grades. And so I'm going to give you the best look possible on those 5 cards. And I'll have the full details at the end when I show those 5 cards. But first, I'm going to get started with my review of the first 15. And once we get to the 5 contest cards, I will give you the full scoop on what I am requiring to enter the contest, which is going to be open to everyone through the comments. So let's get going.
It's about time.
With my first grouping of cards, it's some additions to my Willie Mays collection. And the first one is a 1959 Richie Ashburn Willie Mays combo card, National League Hitting Kings. As you can see on this one, we're a little bit off center, left to right, top to bottom. We've got some pet-friendly corners on this one, but it's very clean with the picture. If you watched my recent live stream, Andrew of Page and Deanie Bean showed this card, and his had a print mark above Willie Mays' shoulder, and as you can see, mine does not have that. But overall, still a really nice card for 59. And with my prediction, it's a
3.
Up next from 1964 Topps is the Giant Gunners card with Willie Mays and Orlando Cepeda. This one definitely has some corners that Joe of Four Soft Corners would love. And in fact, on the back, you can see one of these corners might have been so pet friendly that it got chewed a little bit. And that is going to mean my grade prediction for this one is a
2.
Next, 1969 Topps Decal Edge Willie Mays. This one is beautiful with a little bit of chipping in that white border on both sides. And the back is looking really nice. But I am going to give this one a predicted grade of
4.
1968 Topps Willie Mays game card. And the only blemish I can see on the front is that little black mark underneath run. Not sure if that is a print mark or some kind of mark on the card, but that is the only noticeable thing on the front. And the back has a decently centered for this set back of the game card there. Little bit of a diamond cut to it, but much better than what I've seen of most cards from this set. That one is nice.
5.
All right, we've got from Matt of the Card Story, a Christmas gift. Merry Christmas to me. 1970 Kellogg's Willie Mays in a CSG 6.5. Unfortunately, of the sleeved variety, which kind of kills the eye appeal on these otherwise beautiful slabs. I think SGC tends to be a little harsher with vintage grading from my observation. So with the little discoloration on the edges in a couple of spots here, I am predicting a grade of
5.
I took a chance on this card. This one was a eBay listing auction that the picture was blurry to hell. You could not tell anything regarding condition on this one. And I fortunately was rewarded. I put my faith in the fact that this seller had over 1,000 feedback and it was 100% perfect. And in the description, he called this card Near Mint Plus with no cracking, which these Kellogg's cards tend to crack a lot. So here we go, 1972 Kellogg's Willie Mays, and it's a beaut. I really am struggling to find anything wrong with the front of the card. Now on the back, these very sensitive blue borders, there's a little bit of chipping, but a really nice card. And so I am predicting a grade of 7.
Please.
My next grouping is 1972 Topps cards, and my first entry here is Hall of Famer Tony Perez of the Big Red Machine. That one's off a little bit left to right. Pretty good top to bottom. It's got some pet-friendly soft corners on this guy, with one of them got a little bent at the tip of it. Back is pretty clean, and I am predicting a grade of
3.
Up next, Speedster Lou Brock. Really good left to right. A little heavy with the top border. And not perfect, but some softening on the corners. Looks pretty good on the back. I am predicting a grade on this card of 4. Now the prettiest card condition-wise in this group, Willie McCovey. This one, where OC a little bit top to bottom, left to right is much better. But the corners on this, they will really cut your dog to pieces. So keep this away from pets. And the back on this one, really nice as well. Just a gorgeous card. I am thinking a grade of 7. Please. All right, the big lefty, Steve Carlton, one of those guys that got so overshadowed by Nolan Ryan there, is relatively forgotten. Yeah, you can see this one is pretty bad left to right. Top to bottom's decent, but you know, those OC cards need love too. The corners are just a little soft, but pretty nice. And the back here, though, you'd actually term this one a full-blown miscut, since we've got the next card over on the bottom there is visible, while the top is pretty chopped off. So because of that, that's going to drive this grade to a prediction of
3.
Who doesn't need another Ted Williams card? And there we go, manager Ted Williams. About to be of the Rangers. Clearly the hat was still the Senators in this case, and they airbrushed that W right off. Little OC left to right. Top border looks a little bit heavy. The corners are pretty nice. And the back on this guy is pretty nice as well. Overall, I am predicting a grade of
4.
At least another forgotten 300 game winner, thanks to Mr. Ryan, primarily at least. This one's a little off left to right. I think our top bottom balance is pretty good on this one. The corners are nice but not perfect. And back on this one looks relatively good. See, it's off left right with the material on the back. But overall, a really nice card. And I am going to predict a grade of 4. All right, now we've got the all-time hit king, Mr. 4256 himself. Of course, he couldn't stop gambling. And nice card here. Centering is pretty nice. Maybe the bottom border's a little thick. We got some little bit of rounding on those corners, but still a really nice looking card. Sharp picture on there. And the back is pretty clean. Obviously a little left to right problem there, but a beautiful addition to the collection from the Big Red Machine. And I am looking at a prediction of
3.
A little bit lesser known member of that Big Red Machine, starting pitcher Gary Nolan. This one, I think, might be my second highest grade in this 72 grouping. A little bit thick maybe on the top border. Left to right looks pretty good. Most prominent feature I see on this, I don't know how much of a deduction these are, but we've got that fisheye that is right next to his eyeball there. But back looks really nice. Little bit there, top to bottom, really is the worst thing I see there. But overall, I'm thinking a grade of
6.
My last 72, Maury Wills, Dodgers shortstop, guy that really sparked the stolen base as a weapon prior to Lou Brock kicking it up another notch. I think this guy belongs in the Hall of Fame, but he hasn't quite made it. Left to right looks pretty nice. Bottom border might be a bit thick. The corners are pretty nice, just a little touch of rounding to them. Still a really nice card. The back is really clean. A little left to right on the printing there. But I am thinking a grade of 5! All right, the next thing that's going to be on display for you is going to be the 5 contest cards. But first, I want to explain more in detail what I'm asking you to do. So I am going to be having these cards numbered 1 through 5. So as such, in the comments down below, I am asking you to put 5 grades in order. Guess the exact grade down to the 0.5. for each card.
That seems easy enough.
The scoring of this is going to be looking at, once I get the results back, I'm going to be adding up your deviation for each card from the final score.
Nerd alert! Nerd alert!
So say you predict a 3.5 on a card and it comes back a 4. That's going to be 0.5 to your score. I'm going to add up your total, and your goal is to have a lower total number than me.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
If you tie me or beat me, you will be entered into the prize drawing. And I will be doing one of those spinny wheels to randomly choose up to 3 winners, as I'm giving away 3 cards. And the first person picked will get the first choice of which card they want, on down till the cards are gone. And the additional items besides your comment with your grade predictions, I would want you all to be subscribers to my channel. I would like you all to like this video.
Seems pretty straightforward to me.
And I have an extra feature that will be available to content creators. If you are a content creator, you have a second chance at getting into the prize pool.
Doesn't everyone deserve a second chance?
If you don't beat me with your grades, but you create a post that highlights my video here to your subscribers, at me in the text so that I get notified that you sent it, and share me with your subscribers, then you will get entered into a second chance drawing, and that drawing will then put the winner of the second chance drawing will get into the prize drawing, even if they don't beat me with their grade guesses. Why am I doing this?
You're a whore, admit it. Admit you're a big whore. Go ahead.
Because I like connecting to people in the comments. I like responding to comments. And I am hoping to expand the pool of potential commenters. So, the whole point of me coming on YouTube in the first place was to make connections of this hobby. And so that's my goal. As you can see from my video schedule, I don't always have time to post videos.
That's an understatement.
But to this point, I have replied, I believe, to every single comment I have ever received.
I need to fact check it.
It's one of the things I like doing. I might not have time to make a video that day, but I certainly have a few minutes here and there to check and see if anyone commented on a video and give them a response. So I am looking to increase the volume of those and grow and meet more people.
Okay, now you're creeping me out.
Let's take a close look at those cards you need to grade for the contest. For our first card, we've got the 1953 Bowman Phil Rizzuto. So this will be card number 1 for the contest. As you can see, I'm a professional hand modeler here. Let's give you a better look at the edges and corners here. And the other side. And let's flip that around to the top. And how about the back? There we go. So there is card number 1. Card number 2 is now the Richie Ashburn. Let's check out the corner and the other top corner and the bottom corners. surface with the lighting. And the edges, and flip around to the back. Once again, that is card number 2 for the contest. And contest card number 3, we've got Larry Doby. And let's see those corners. And the bottom. We've got some amazing hand modeling technique on display here. And let's check out the back. Once again, that is card number 3. Contest card number 4, Monty Irvin. And let's check out those corners on the top. Let's see. I know you want to see if that goes through to the other side. I'll give you that peek here in just a second. And doesn't look like it does. And the bottom. And let's check out the back. Once again, card number 4, Monty Irvin. And the 5th and final card for the contest, Red Schoendienst. Let's check out those bottom corners. And let's get a closer look at the top. I'm sure you're dying to know if that lightning bolt there goes through to the back. So we'll take a peek at that in a second. It does not seem to. There we go, card number 5, Red Schoendienst. Now that you've seen the cards for the contest and have those grades ready to put in your comment down below, I bet you're asking yourself,
What's the prize?
what are the prizes? Well, let me show you. Before I do that, though, let me be straight up with you.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna go in there.
As you see from my back wall, I've clearly chosen a grading company for me. As you can see from this very entry of where it's going, I like my cards in a tux, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. So as such, when I first got started into vintage, I did buy a few assorted slabs from various companies. And now, rather than trying to potentially have horrible taxes next year that are a pain in the butt, I would much rather give these away to people that watch my videos.
I'm fine with it.
So what I've got up for prizes this time is one of these. You can win one of these 3 cards here, starting with 1960 Topps. Willie Mays and Bill Rigney, former teammates, and at this point he was the manager for Willie. In a PSA 4.5. Next available prize from 1963 Topps is the Willie Mays Stan Musial combo card, Pride of the National League, in a CSG 2.5, and thankfully not in one of those inner sleeves. So the card actually looks nice in this crystal clear, shiny slab. And the last prize I've got to offer is 1964 Topps Giant Gunners, Mays and Cepeda. Does this card look familiar? It's not the exact same one, but it is the same card in a PSA 4.
Fabulous and exciting bonus prizes.
So just to summarize what to do, put in the comments your listings of your grade predictions for cards 1 through 5 in order. Throw a like on this video. Please be subscribed to my channel. And for content creators, create a post of this video. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
Okay, kids.